That's where you say, please. Thank you. In the middle, please.
Yeah, guys.
Okay, fellas.
Okay. Right, please have a seat. Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the first of our Eve of Muller Anniversary Games press conferences. Just as a point of information, we have another press conference at 1 o'clock involving Renaud Lavillenie, Daphne Shippers, Christian Taylor, and Kendra Harrison. And tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, we have one with a promising young runner called Mo Farah. He'll be here at 11. We've got half an hour here. It will all be top table, a few questions from me and then questions from all of you. Those of you at the front, can you respect the fact that we have cameras rolling at the back of the room? And a couple of key messages. The weather forecast is fantastic for both days of the Muller Anniversary Games. I know some of you have only just dried out the money in your wallet from the Friday of last year. And also, we're getting very close to capacity on ticket sales for both days, but there are still some available for both Friday and Saturday. So anything you can do to push those would be much appreciated. First question from me, a very technical question. How the devil are you?
I'm good. I'm feeling good. Been training good now, so I'm happy we are. So yeah.
And the issue, I think, from the trials was a grade 2 tear of your hamstring?
A strained hamstring.
Strain, and no issues at all with it?
No, I'm good. I went to see the doctor. Work is magic as always, so no, I'm good. So I'm happy about that.
And tomorrow night, 200 metres, win, lose or draw, that's it for you until the Olympic Games. The next time you race after tomorrow will be in the heats of the Olympic 100, yeah?
Yes, that is the plan. I'm here to win. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm here to win, so that's my focus. And hopefully everything goes as smooth as I want tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to it.
And this is a stadium you've never lost at. You cemented your reputation as a sprinting legend at the London 2012 Games. You've announced it's where you'll retire next year at the World Championships. Does it still get the juices flowing to race at a place like this?
Yeah, always. It's going to be pretty much in front of Jamaican contingency, so I'm always excited to compete here. It's going to be loud, it's going to be energetic, so it's going to be a lot of fun, so I look forward to it.
Is there a reason why you opted for 200 metres over 100 at this point?
I needed 200 meters. I haven't run none all season. I was really disappointed that I didn't get to run at my trials because I needed races. So I'm happy to run my first one here.
And you're defending 3 gold medals for the second time in Rio. How's your relay team coming along? Third time. It's the third time of defending the second time. How's your relay team looking? Practicing like mad?
My relay team? No. For some reason, Jamaicans, we always wait until last minute to practice. So when we get to the camp, I'll do some practice, I'm sure, with the guys. Yeah.
And when you do retire in just over a year's time, will you miss all this madness?
No, I think I miss most of the competition. I miss competing a lot, and especially in front of big crowds, like I know I'll see tomorrow. So that's one of the main things I'll miss, definitely.
What does the future hold? The Manchester United managerial job's gone, the England job's gone. What's the future hold for you after competition?
I don't know. Hopefully I'll still be in track and field somehow. I really want to work still in track and field, help to keep the sports good, so I'm looking forward to that.
And just finally from me, Muller Anniversary Games, the only 2-day Diamond League competition on the circuit. It is special, isn't it, to compete in London?
Yeah, definitely. As I always said, I really enjoy competing here because the crowd is always magnificent, it's always energetic, and as you know, I love the energy of the crowd, and it's something that I really just love competing in front of, so it's something special, and I look forward to it every time.
Should we do that flashbulb thing again when you go to your marks?
What?
You remember we did that 2 years ago when we introduced you, every flashbulb in the stadium went off? We'll do that again? I'm one of the event announcers, so you may not have noticed it. It may just have been normal for you. But okay, questions from you, Amy Lewis.
Just a couple of things. First of all, obviously you had so much success in London. What does it mean to be back here?
Well, it means the world. It's wonderful. As I said, the crowd is always going to be great. It's one thing I really appreciate running here. The track is wonderful, and it's going to be a great competition coming here.
You've seen the news presumably today about Russia losing its field. What's your reaction to that, and do you think that they should be competing?
I have no big reaction to it. It's sad, but rules are rules, I guess. I don't make the rules, I don't make decisions, so I just have to go along with it pretty much. So that's what I always say.
Do you think a Russian athlete should be allowed to compete?
Do I think so? I have no comments on that, really. You know what I mean? As I said, the rules are rules. I can't make up rules. They make the rules. They decide what goes on. So I have to just go along with it. You know what I mean? I have no comments, really.
You say Garrett Hughes from Sky Sports. Just can I pick up? Do you feel though that your federation, the IAAF, have they sent the right message and maybe the right processes by taking doping seriously? Do you feel the part of the sport you're part of, at least your federation, has sent the right message?
For me, if you have the proof and you catch somebody, I definitely feel that you should take action. And if you feel like banning the whole team is the right action, then I'm all for it. You know what I mean? Because as I said, rules are rules, and the doping violation in track and field is getting really bad. So if you feel like you need to make a statement, and this is how you feel like you need to make a statement, then thumbs up.
Hi, Rob Harris from Associated Press. Yeah. How damaging has it been the last sort of few weeks and months, these allegations against Russia, the fact that the Russian state itself was helping athletes cheat, and how much healthier would it be for the sport in Rio, the fact that there will be no Russians there in the stadium?
That's a tricky question. For me, I don't stress about these things. I always leave it up to the higher.
Just to amplify your bit.
I was leave it up to the big heads to make this decision, really. For me, it's neither here nor there. I have to respect all decisions. I can't be worried about these things. For me, these are really sideshows, and if you get caught up in these things as athletes, then you lose focus on the goal at hand. And I have to focus on me going there and defending my title. So I don't really get too caught up in these things. My management are the ones that inform me of these things sometimes, but I don't watch or I listen or keep a key note because I don't really have a say in what's done from what's not.
Usain, Warren Atkinson from Channel 5 News. You said rules are rules.
Yeah.
Do you think it's really important that a really strong message is sent out by these athletes being banned?
I always think if you're cheating, I always feel like it's a good message to show that, listen, if you cheat or if you go against the rules, then we're going to take serious action. This will scare a lot of people or send a strong message to let you know that the sport is serious. We want to clean the sports up. So I definitely think so.
For being sports friends, how is your hamstring and how important is the 200 meters tomorrow since you still have to improve your good shape?
My hamstrings are good. I have no issues right now. Doctor did an extremely good job. The 200 meters is my favorite event, so I'm looking forward to it. I know I'm in good shape, so I'm not really worried about that. It's just about execution now and getting it done for tomorrow. So I'm excited to go out there. I'm looking forward to it. First 200 for the season. I'm looking forward to it in the fast time.
Okay, the guy in the blue shirt and then the lady at the front.
As a competitor from Brazil, what could you say to people in Rio that expect your presence in about a couple of weeks?
Well, I'll be there. I'll definitely be there. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited to go. This is where history is going to be made. I'm looking forward to going down there and do my best, putting on a show for the whole entire world to see. So I'm excited to go down.
People say that we have like a couple of problems there about Zika virus and this kind of stuff. Did you reconsider anything about those concerns?
Well, Zika virus is in Jamaica also. So for me, this is the least of my problems. And as I said earlier, I try not to focus on the side shows, really. I let the biggers deal with these problems. I have to focus on getting the job done when I get there, so that's my focus.
Usain, your final Olympics, a hamstring concern coming into it. How much of a buzz do you feel coming into an Olympics? How much does that get you ready, and how ready are you to make a final statement?
Well, I'm really excited about this. It's my final Olympics, and it's a big one. This is where I need to make my the big mark. So I'm looking forward to it. Slight setback, but the good thing is that I started my season off good on a good note. So I got a few races in, so it's not as bad as last season. So I'm happy with the progress I'm making. I'm looking forward to going to Rio now and finishing up my last preparation. So it should be good.
Are you looking at times you're setting at the moment, or can't you look at them?
I try not to worry about a simple thing as times, really, for me. It's all about execution right now. When I get to the race, then I know with the competition and all, I have to step my game up. So I'm in no worries because I'm always ready.
Coming over to this side, starting with Sean Ingalls.
You're saying you went to see Dr. Wolfhart. He seems to divide opinions. Some people think it's a great stop forever. Other people think he sort of uses homeopathy, Carl's blood, etc. Can you talk a little bit about what he did for you and why he's such a good doctor?
Well, I've been going there for years. I have a really bad back problem, and every year it gets worse. And he's the only person that I've been to over the years that I've really figured out a way to make sure my back is okay and I can compete and I can stay on track. So for me, I've been tested all the time. I've been there years upon years. I got tested this morning. So it's one of those things. So as you can see, IAAF tests me all the time. The water tests me all the time. Everybody tests me. So I have all the trust in my doctor and I support him 100%.
How is the back? Any problems obviously?
It's good now. It's good now. After seeing him, he makes sure everything is good. So I'm happy.
Yeah, go with the camera first.
Hi, I'm Goran Flowtrack. The IOC has a rule called Rule 40 where athletes with sponsors that aren't under the Olympic sponsorship program aren't allowed to acknowledge their sponsors during a certain period. Do you think that is something that should be continued to implement, or do you think you can have an influence to make that change?
Well, yeah, this has come up came up at the last Olympics. I think it's kind of tricky because I guess the Olympics has their own sponsors. We have our own sponsors. But as I said, I try not to worry about these things. It's something that's slightly unfair that you want to really big up your sponsors and all, but it's just one of those things that I try not to get involved in because it's a lot of politics and a lot of ups and downs. I really don't need that.
Ron?
Yeah, when you pulled out the final in Kingston, was there ever a moment you were worried you might not be making Rio, or was it just a precaution?
I had a strain, so it wasn't a precaution really. If I had when I got to the doctor, he said that I had competed, I probably would have torn my hamstring really bad. So we made the right decision, and I always give it up to my coach because we always make sure we put my health first. But I was never really worried because for some reason my coach he always figured out a way to adjust the program, and I was in pretty good shape before I had to pull out of Kingston, of the trials, so I wasn't really worried.
Was there a hand at the back there? Sorry, otherwise we'll come to hear you.
Usain Johnson from Reuters. Your legacy, you've always said, is quite important to you. I just want to know, in terms of brand Bolt, we've got all the photographers here, all your endorsements. How important is that to your legacy and to your future after you retire?
Yeah, I definitely think it's very important to have a great brand. This is why I try to live my life to the fullest, and I try to be the best that I can be as an athlete, and not also on the track, but off the track. You know what I mean? So I have to build my brand, so at the end of my career, I can still keep going, still earning. So I'm really focused, and I have a great team which helps me and make sure my brand is put to the world and is seen all over the world also.
Do you think there will ever be anyone like you again once you retire?
I don't know. I doubt it, but well, you never know. You know what I mean? But I'm just here to build my own brand. You know what I mean?
What advice would you give to someone who wants to be the next Usain Bolt?
Well, you can never be the next Usain Bolt. I think you can be yourself. It's all about just trying to be yourself and working hard and being determined. So just continue pushing on and hope for the best.
We've got just under 10 minutes left, starting here.
Usain, just want your reaction to Nesta Carter, who's currently suspended pending a hearing. If you do lose one of your medals, through no fault of your own, how do you feel about it? Because your legacy is...
Well, it'll be a little bit disappointing, definitely. But as I always said, rules are rules. It's just one of those things. But what can I do? You know what I mean? I can't do anything about it. I'll be disappointed, but everybody knows that it's going to still stand because I've shown over the years that I'm the greatest athlete, and that's the key thing.
Have you spoken to Nesta?
No, I haven't actually.
Okay, come back to this side.
Go back to the track. I look at your start and you stumble at the Racers Grand Prix. You did that already during the semi-final at the World Championship. Do you look at something special on your start, and do you work on something special with Coach Nelson?
For me, it's always, if I drag my foot too hard sometimes, that causes me to stumble, or if I get a bad stride. So it's not really, you practice, but sometimes I make mistakes. I think I make more mistakes than anybody else when it comes to my start, because I think I focus so much on trying to get it right. Sometimes I overdo it. So this is what I always say to people: you just gotta relax and try to execute properly. But I know that when it comes to the day, I'll get it right. I mean, I always do. So I'm in no stress about it.
I love it when we get athletics questions at athletics press conference. Glasgow over there, yeah.
Firstly, thanks for bringing the weather with you. It's lovely. On the 4x1, the British men, they obviously won in 2004, and you've won the relay since. What chance do the British relay 4x1 have against Jamaica?
Against me? I don't know. It's very slim, I must say, but anything is possible. So I don't know.
They're practicing. Okay, yeah, starting there.
This here, we seem to have a new challenge on the 200 meters. What are your thoughts on the performances shown by Sean Merritt?
Well, for me, it's very interesting. I was wondering how he's gonna do both 4 and 2 at the same time. But I always look forward to a challenge. This is why I strive on. I live for a great challenge. So I am looking forward to competing against him. I know he's a great competitor. He works really hard. So I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Put your hands in the air. We're going to try and get to each of you that have got your hands in the air now, starting with the guy at the back in the striped shirt. Yeah. It's not stripy, perhaps, but yeah. check. Sorry.
You mentioned your back and you had the hamstring problem recently. Do you ever think you'll run the times that you ran in 2008, 2009, or is it now just a case of
Well, it's possible. I think it's all about. I'm happy that I didn't get a really bad setback this season. It was up and down, but it wasn't really bad. I could always train. I was all on point. So I think with the competition, after the 100 meters, the energy, the work that I have to put in to win the 100 meters in Rio, it will help my 200 meters, and that's really my focus in trying to break the 200 world record, really. So that's really what I'm focused on, and the 100 will help me to go on to that.
I remember at the New York Diamond League, we asked you what event would you like to do if it wasn't one of your current ones, and you were actually quite a promising hurdler, but couldn't fit your strides in, could you?
I did hurdles like once in my entire life, but I would love to do long jump, but my coach said no.
Right at the end there, yeah.
You're staying away from athletics for a moment. I know you're a big football fan, big Manchester United fan. Any reaction, any message for the England team?
The England team? No, I got nothing for the England team.
What do you know
Personally, not much, but personally, I'm really disappointed in England. Every year I always say that you guys are the best, pretty much the biggest league in the world, and you have the best footballers, but no titles. It's really sad. it's really sad.
See our 4x1 team this year.
Exactly when did you go see the doctor, and when you felt comfortable to use the block in the start? And also, your doctor was with the team Germany. And did you watch you,
It's around that time. 2 weeks ago, I think. It was 2 weeks ago I went to see the doctor. I actually was in Marseille. And I didn't go see the semifinals because it was too much crowd. So I didn't want to get caught up in all of that. So I stayed home and watched it on TV.
you use the block now?
No, I haven't gone into the blocks since the line once. But it was on the curve. I did 200-meter starts, so it wasn't as aggressive as it usually is, but I did a little bit.
Are you nervous about tomorrow evening?
Nah.
Not at all?
Not at all.
Last 2 or 3 questions, starting with the back there, Chris, yeah.
You're saying the evidence of Beijing last year appeared to be that you're mentally tougher than Gatlin when you go head-to-head with him. Do you believe that's the case?
Well, I think I'm definitely a tough competitor when it comes mentally. But I think last year Gatlin was just not ready because it was the first time he was actually being chased. You know what I mean? He was usually one who was chasing, or he was winning by far. He was not really a tough competitor. He had a tough competitor, which was me. So it was hard for him. But this year ours is not going to be the same. I'm in much better shape, so I won't leave it till the last second.
Last couple of questions, yes, starting there.
Hi, so Mike, BBC Sport. Can I just ask you a question about London? How does it feel to be back in London, see your amazing achievements in 2012? And if you get any free time in London, where do you like to go? Have you seen any sites?
No, for me, I think I'm recognized a lot more in London than anywhere else in the world. So I don't tend to venture out into the world to see anything, but I won't get any chance to see anything. But I'm happy to be back, as I said. I'm excited to compete tomorrow, and I know it's going to be great.
Yeah, pink shirt at the back there.
Usain, just coming back to the question you asked earlier about football, you Manchester United man, Mourinho Briggs' playing career with them, well, not playing, his managerial career too. What do you think of him, and has he spoken to you about possibly coming over?
No, I haven't gotten a call yet. But I know it's coming. So I think he's waiting until after the Olympics. For me, I'm happy. I'm definitely happy. I think it was a good choice. Mourinho, he's a winner. I definitely think so. He works hard to win titles, and that's what Manchester United need right now. And he's building the squad, and I'm looking forward to seeing much more bigger players. So I'm excited about that.
Okay, and the honour of the last question, because we know it'll be an athletics question, goes here.
Is there anybody you look at on the field, on the street, except for Blessing Gatling? There's a lot of young guys that are coming up.
Personally, I think Bromwell is a fighter. I think he's one of the athletes that I truly see who's going to really shine in the 100 meters, because I've seen him and I've noticed his attitude. He's really a hard worker and he's determined no matter what. So I think he's one of the guys that to look out for the future.
Thank you very much.
Can you show us your plaster again? Come on.
Okay, and on that surreal note, it's time to call an end to this press conference. Thanks very much for your attendance, and I know you don't do applause, but the one and only Usain Bolt.
Thank you, guys. What?